It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Raiders, next on EA Sports.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Hawkins. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Throwing on first down, Hawkins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On second down, Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Wallace. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Wallace. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That's going to be caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Wallace. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Wallace. He's got it. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Hawkins. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. From the gun, Hawkins. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Past the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 50 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Wallace. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hawkins. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there for the Raiders.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Hawkins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Hawkins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. Will try for 3. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Wallace. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago, as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Back to throw again. And he fends him off. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the gun, Hawkins. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Eddie Goldman giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Wallace firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hawkins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down right on the edge edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They go with Jacobs. Gets past one man. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Hawkins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wallace. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. It's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Wallace. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Raiders have got him. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Off the play fake. Hawkins. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hawkins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agree with me. That's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Wallace. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wallace slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Second and 11 now. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw, Hawkins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I know you feel that.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. But I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up. Moore practiced it because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The Eagles on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. throw. Wallace. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Able to slither by. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Hawkins. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Hawkins. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a give here to Pollard. Oh, good move. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st down, Hawkins. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hawkins. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Hawkins. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And we've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
throwing on 3rd and long. Hawkins. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Another run with Sanders. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. That's swung out wide to Sanders. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So now London down by 1. 1:47 on the clock. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Able to shake him, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Thornton. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a week 1 victory. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they will take a knee here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.